Hello, Claire. How are you?
Hiya, Michael.
Please
nice
come
to
in.
see you.
Please come in.
How are you doing? All right?
I am fine,
Yeah,
thank you.
lovely. So Theresa and Gussie are on my caseload. I've been a coordinator for 4 years, and I've supported them since I started here in Shared Lives. I complete Theresa's care appraisal, and annually Michael's Shared Lives plan gets reviewed, and we look at his outcomes and what he's achieved over the last 12 months. Theresa and Gussie are always, I always come to the door and get a really warm welcome from Michael, who usually answers the door. And then, always, usually, very welcomed with a cup of tea and some biscuits, which is lovely. And we just have a conversation. We just talk about what's been going on, and just any problems that they've been having, any kind of anything that they've had to worry about with Michael's health, and we talk about how they've talked to the GP or any other health professionals. If Michael's had to be in hospital, and just talk through what Theresa and Gussie support him with once he's been home. And and then we talk about any training that Theresa and Gussie have to do as part of their role to be Shared Lives carers.
Well, I am Theresa Smith-Rodney, and I am a Shared Lives carer since 2007 for Michael.
And I am Earl Rodney, otherwise known as Gussie, and I am her support carer.
Well, it was one of my friends who saw the advert on the television and really told me about it. I went to Exeter University and studied theology, and at the end of my studies I was very poorly, and so I could not go out to seek a job because I wanted to go into to teach religious education. And when I finished my course, but at the end of it, they didn't accept me, and I felt hurt because I knew, one, it was my age. I was over 50 then, I was 51. And then I also thought it was because of my disability, and I felt that they gave it to somebody else who was younger than I was. So then my friend introduced me, and yes, I got Michael, and we're here today.
Well, I'm here whatsoever. If he wants to go out, like he got a doctor's appointment or a dental appointment, I'm the one that drives him around. Wherever he wants to
appointments.
go. All his appointments. Sometimes both of us go with him. Sometimes my darling can't go, but I just. So I'm there, and I'm the chef. And my darling got a really bad back, so whatsoever course I can do around the house in support of both of them, that's my duty.
Michael has grown enormously. He is more outspoken. Sorry. He's more outspoken. Michael travel with us whenever we go on holiday. So he had the opportunity of meeting with different types of people. And one of the things I realized with Michael is when he go to Jamaica and the ladies hug him, somebody asked him, "What do you like about going to Jamaica?" He said it's the food and plus the hugs from the ladies. Michael has never flown before. He has never traveled. So wherever we are, Michael is always with us. I got married in 2012, and Michael was there with us at the wedding. He was one of the groomsmen. Well, as a Jamaican, we are from a Christian country, and I was brought up in a Christian home. Not everybody in the country are Christians, but let's say 85% goes to church, regardless of what denomination it is. So my parents brought me up that way, and I just stayed in the church. Sometimes, though, I feel a bit sad that the way people are discriminated against in the name of Christianity, it's wrong. Because the bedrock of Christianity is about love.
Yes.
So should be no form of segregation. I have not found any discrimination, although I haven't been out and about, I haven't found any discrimination within Shared Lives. And Shared Lives helped me to get my darling here, because I married him in Jamaica, and without the support of Shared Lives, I must say a big thank you. And every time I want to write a letter, it comes out of my head, and I don't. So I'm going to use this medium to say thanks to Shared Lives for writing all the letters, Claire and the first CEO and everybody, Donna, who would send statements for me to send off to the Home Office. And they were behind me. And now he is a citizen of, of the UK. Because of the support from Shared Lives. Without Shared Lives, I wouldn't have done it. Without Gussie, I don't know where we would be. I honestly don't really know where we would be without Gussie. Because he supports both of us. He is Gussie for everybody. And one of the things that touched my heart about Gussie is his patience. And Michael suffers a lot with nosebleeds. So, and sometimes at nights, when the nosebleed starts, it could start, let's say 10 o'clock, and they would be sitting there till 5 a.m. in the morning and nose is still bleeding. And he would say, "Can you get me ice?" And he would sit there with Michael. It's patience. He puts up with me with my pain. When I came out of hospital, I couldn't walk. Without Gussie, there will be no us.
But just to top up a little bit of the back home situation, my darling was a supervisor in a nursing home in Jamaica. Yes, so she knows about caring genuinely before she got here. So when she took on Michael, it was like, she just took him on like a son. And she just treated him as one of her own. %100 recommended.
It's just that if people can, they should take someone in their house. It's not easy at all times, and I wouldn't lie and say yes, the going is always easy. No, we have challenges, but that's what life is all about.
I suffer from a condition called hemorrhagic telangiectasia. It means I've got all these blotches all around my face, my nose, my gut, and they bleed. And I have them treated by laser. Now, the last operation I had was in 2019, I think. And about a week after the op, I I had a really, really bad nosebleed. Gussie tried give me an ice pack. Then it gave me a container to so I can bleed into, and an ice cream container, and called the paramedics. They came, they took me to the hospital, and by the time they wheeled me in, that container was half full of blood. And they checked me in, and I just passed out. Yep. And about a week after that happened, I had another bleed, just as bad, and again I was in hospital. And honest to God, it was so bad, I could have bled out. If I hadn't had Gussie and Theresa's support, I probably would have died, honestly. We go to a church in Gunners Lake.
You go to work in
In the Sky.
the sky.
Yeah. In a charity shop, British Heart Foundation. Sort through books and DVDs. I recommend it. You get support, you're part of the family. And
Gussie give us a lot of food to eat.